What's going on, folks? It's Shane with Blacktop Racing here, and I am here with Matt, and he's actually let me drive this car today. I am at the 2019, I have to kind of say the year now because I'm so behind on these darn videos, but I'm in the 2015 Blue Series. How can you tell? Because there's blue trim everywhere, boys and girls. This thing is gorgeous. Matt has taken good care of this car. I mean, it's clean inside and out, and the balance of it is really good. This is actually a retake of this time around because we lost footage of that camera. So we're just doing a retake right now, and since I have some seat time in the car, we'll see how well I can do second time around. Tires are already hot, but it should be fun. Now, this class has grown so much in 1 year. In this first year, it actually had plus 60 people at the national events. Now, locally, it's spread around. Today was a party of 6, but it kind of jumps around a little bit. And this is a nice stepping stone. So you can start off with D Street, and then you can jump up to SSC, and then you can go to STX. And then from there, unfortunately, the only good class after that is Street Mod. But man, oh man, this car is fun. Out the box, you can do a lot of things. So we're going to take our first run so you can kind of see how everything runs, and then we'll go from there. All right, so we got the usual torque depth. I'm just going to run first gear through. It does jerk if you don't know what you're doing. Now I'm going to take it 7/10 here to get our backside runs through here. Kind of flick the car. It's very easy to drive off the brake, especially when you're partial throttle. You just pick yourself through these gaps, and the car is balanced. And Matt has done a good job. He's had this car set up since last year with no problems. And I mean, the car, you can just toss it everywhere. It's really nice and easy. Kind of just took a good chassis and made it even better, I think. If it came out of the box like this, it'll be even better. But through the slaloms, it's good. It brakes well. I mean, it just does so many things well that I'm just talking, and it's only about 0.4 off of my fastest or my last run. Thank you, sir. So ran a 2.9. My fastest run today was a 2.1. I had a battle with my boy Davies. He actually, or should I say Michelle actually bought a car. You can probably see it as you just drove by. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So we're gonna take a hot lap through. I'm gonna confuse the crap out of everybody here in grid because they're gonna wonder what on earth this guy is doing. But I'm gonna pull Kevin Durant and say, "It's Shane, man. You know who I am." And here. So I'm gonna take it over to Matt here. Matt, what's some of the things that makes SSC special? What's some of the mods that you can do in SSC?
Okay, so SSC, everyone has to run a certain base package. That includes an IBOC kit, which is sway bars and the lowering springs all around. Coney yellows that are sealed from the factory. They are dyno tested.
Can't touch them.
You cannot touch them. You can't crack them open and change any of the valving or anything. You're allowed to run an oil cooler. I'm running a parent oil cooler up front because these cars have a little bit of an oil temperature problem.
Yeah, and it does affect the performance. People have shown the data on that, and it does affect
horsepower and performance on the cars, especially on the really hot days that we get out here. The other big part of the SSC package is the spec tire. Everyone has to run a 225 Falcon, a Zenith, I don't remember, RT 6 something.
615 pluses on 17/8.
Yeah, 17/8 with a specific offset, and they have to be 17 pounds or greater. So there's actually can't be below 17 pounds on the wheel weight.
Because you can find a lot of wheels at that size around 15 pounds, but then they cost a lot more. And the whole premise of this is to be able to buy this kit for $3,000. You can get everything. This is tire, rim. Of course, rims can fluctuate the price, but
I think I'm all in, even including the setup and getting the alignment done and everything else. I did add a parent exhaust. You're allowed to do a catback exhaust, and there's a weight limit on that too. You can't drop below X number of pounds from stock.
Gotcha.
On that. I think all in, I'm at maybe $4,500.
Yeah, so I mean, that's great because considering that STX and some other classes, that's your shocks, folks. That's some people's shocks. I mean, even if you want to go with decent shocks, you're spending about $2 grand. When I built my STR car, it was $3 grand for the shocks. alone. The
Yeah.
diff was another grand not installed. So
Yeah.
STX cars, good built ones, have some money into it. So here's our second run. Going right into it. Man, I gotta get used to that shift. I'm trying something new here. Trying to use more of the front end to toss the car around. We'll see how it pays off. Just gonna run it up. This is where it always gets tricky for me. I don't trust that. There it is. I think I felt good all right though. Yay! 51.7, baby. You gotta throw this some in. Try to watch my mouth there. And I got the 51.7. Davies, I did it! I did it, Davies! With somebody in the car. And hot tires.
Yeah.
We went right back to back with no issues here, folks. So one of the things that I didn't do in the morning is I never tossed the car around. And I was just worried about being smooth. This time I was just like, well, you know what? Screw it. Let's toss this thing around. And that's actually how we have to drive these cars, is take advantage of as much momentum as you can. And it paid off, folks. It paid off. So, I mean, in summary, SSC is a good class. It's great the cars now are in the teens, low teens.
Yeah.
If you don't find one wrecked, and make sure that you check it, because
Yes.
there's a lot of wrecked FRS and BRZs out there. I've been looking lately, and you can get them for 10, but it's a wreck most of the time.
Yeah. Most of them are 13 to 15
Yep.
is a sweet spot for these. Normally stay away from the 13s because they had, some issues with reliability, but they worked them all out by the 15. The 15s and 16s, I think, are the better cars.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing. The SSCs can't be newer than a 16 model year because
Yep.
there was a change for 17.
Yep.
Quite a few changes.
Yeah. So 17 got a little bit more horsepower.
Yeah.
and
Different
all
rear
that.
diff.
Yep.
Different things like that.
Yep.
But yeah, no, for me, the car has been a very good car to learn. Last year was my first year autocrossing. What attracted me was the fixed cost
Yep.
and the fact that everyone is running essentially the same setup. So
Yep.
it really helps you compare yourself to other drivers
Yes.
and how you can
Yes.
improve as a driver.
Exactly. And one of the things about this is that with it being a coupe, and you have room in the back, but you can
Yes.
actually throw stuff in the back for those long hauls. If you're doing
Yeah.
national events, you can actually fit your whole setup, your gear, tires,
Yep.
Tools, luggage space, everything.
You fold the seats down, you can fit everything you need. Full
Yeah.
set of tires, tools, luggage, everything in this.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that's the beauty of it, is that this class is kind of meant for those folks that want to get in under $20,000, have a good car, good looking car, I might add, has enough room to do your daily stuff, and is soft enough on the street, even in the DC streets, is pretty good. So
yeah, I daily drive mine. It's my only car.
yeah. So there you go, folks. So anything in closing that you have about the car?
No, I mean, if you want to follow me on Instagram, if I can go ahead and plug that. I'm blubarubrz, BRZ, so BLUBARUBRZ. Should be pretty easy to find on there.
Yeah, and I'll put it down here at the bottom here. It's going to be somewhere over
down
here.
But yeah, and if anyone has any questions about SSC, I'd love to get more competitors, especially in the DC region. I think it's a good class.
Yeah, definitely. And thanks again, Matt, for letting me drive the car. It did well, and then just found out something new. Get over it, just throw the car in, and then you can knock off a half a second. Yay! Other than that, thank you WDCR for the sponsorship this year, Agile Auto for all the support that you guys are always giving me, along with Apex Junkie. Like, subscribe, the stuff is over here somewhere, and thanks for checking us out. Check out Matt on the Instagram, you'll see it down there as well, and hey, check out the other videos. Take care, guys. Always got to rub the fuzzy, man. Go ahead, Matt, hit it.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Take care, folks.